Hello everyone, I'm Mark Dorenkamp with Managing for Profit on Brownfield, a content partnership with John Deere. I have Tim Deinert with me. Tim is the go-to-market manager for application equipment. And we've got a big old piece of application equipment behind us, Tim, this Hagie sprayer. What are you showing off here this week at Commodity Classic?
Yeah, so this year we launched See & Spray Premium on a Hagie sprayer. So a Hagie sprayer is a part of the John Deere products that if you're looking for high crop clearance to get that late season application of fungicide, nitrogen, front mounted boom with the John Deere tech, that's where you go. But then we add the See & Spray Premium technology that we had on the John Deere sprayers. Now we bring to Hagie sprayers to get that up to 50% savings in the post-emergent application.
How do you explain to a farmer the way See & Spray works?
Yeah, it's pretty basic. There's essentially 36 cameras across the 120-foot wide boom, and those cameras are looking down into the field, say you're doing corn, soybeans, and cotton, and they're scanning, and they take pictures, and those pictures are then sent to the vision processing units, and they're like the brains. So you got the eyes of the cameras taking pictures, and the brains, and they say, yep, that's a weed, we need to spray, and they tell each individual nozzle to turn on, all while going 12 miles per hour through the field. So you got your eyes, the brains, and then you reach out and touch them, and then you're only putting the product where you need it, and that's where you get the 50% savings.
How precise are we talking?
Oh, it's about as precise as a broadcast sprayer. It would surprise you when we've had demos where we go out in the field, people are looking at, did it actually hit the weed? And you have weeds as small as your thumbnail, and it's hitting them every time, and it surprises people, and that's what's really fun to see. It's definitely a technology you got to see to believe.
So you're able to go at 12 miles per hour. You're
Yep.
not using as much chemical.
Yep.
I mean, that right there just really can speak to the value that you're getting.
Yeah, it's table stakes with this technology that you get the savings. You have the 50% savings, but also what's great about it is you're only putting the product where you need it, when you need it. So you might change what you apply, when you apply, knowing you're saving money in that post-emergent pass. Maybe I do something different with my pre-emerge, or now I start to record the data. I can see exactly where all the weeds are in the field and how that's affecting my yield when I overlay that with my harvest map. So there is the savings piece that brings people and it pays for the technology, but the next level is when we start to look at the data and how I can approach the growing season differently. That takes our farmers to the next level, because you really have plant by plant control with this technology, which is crazy to think, but that's what you have with this technology.
And controlling weeds has become so important for a farmer, and you have different labels that require you to only spray at certain times. So again, being able to go when conditions allow, sometimes those are small windows, and so this will help you fit into those windows.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all about being smarter about, and weed resistance is a problem, and it has been a problem. It's maybe more of a problem than it's ever been before, but if we can be smarter about what chemicals we use, is just like we have some other technology with See & Spray Ultimate where you can separate those out and you have a dual product, basically 2 sprayers in one, and they don't mix together. We can be smarter about how do we attack a field to get a cleaner field, which ultimately leads to better yield. So you can be smarter all while saving money, and it's pretty awesome to see.
What else is happening with this great big sprayer with the huge boom that we haven't talked about yet?
So it's got a lot of great embedded technology. To do all of that, you have to have some really awesome tech, and one thing is the G5 display. This is like a next-gen display to record that data. It's all connecting up to our satellites via the Starfire 7500. And then ultimately, the operations center at the end of the day is like the home base, your home office, the report card that you go to see the data, see what's happening, how do I overlay that, how do I be smarter? So it's still all the great integrated technology. You have every single row you can control, nozzle by nozzle. It's a really smart system. It's really awesome to see.
Yeah, you talk about all the cameras, they kind of report to that brain of the machine, and machines are thinking, and farmers are using that data to make their decisions.
Yeah, it's all about ultimately being smarter. I was talking to a farmer earlier today. It's about, if you can build that data year over year, you start to create this library of like what happened in 2015 when it was really dry, what happened in 2022 when it was really wet, what did I apply, and then how did my yield react to that. And so if we can keep building that data, you can start to approach the growing season differently, all while saving money by not using as much chemical, but being smarter about which chemical that you want to use. So it's really great. We're just trying to optimize what we apply, where we apply it, so you can have the maximum amount of yield.
Anything else new and exciting from John Deere you want to make sure we talk about?
There's some base technologies you have to understand. As one, we have pressure recirc product reclaim. What that is, you come into the field, your boom is primed, it's ready to go, and then you can also reclaim that out of the boom. We always have exact apply, which is your row by row control, that if it's See & Spray isn't quite the right fit, you're not quite ready for it today, you can get that row by row control that cut costs and actually control your drift and where you apply, and all integrated technology supported by the best dealer network in the world, John Deere.
So see your local dealer, but what other ways can you learn more about this?
Deere.com is a great resource. Your local dealer can get your hands on it, get you a local demo, but Deere.com can get you started.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Mark Dorenkamp with Managing for Profit on Brownfield, a content partnership with John Deere.